Animals usually have a strong sense of their own strengths and weaknesses, and they're well aware of who their enemies are. This helps them decide when to fight and when to avoid danger. But sometimes, things don't go their way and one wrong move can turn into a big mistake. In this video, we've gathered 15 moments when animals foolishly messed with the wrong opponent. Number 15. Raccoon versus chimpanzees. Rest assured, the raccoon emerged unscathed from a peculiar and audacious escapade that unfolded at the St. Louis, Missouri Zoo, marking an extraordinary encounter between raccoons and chimpanzees. On a brisk afternoon, October 13, 2012, spectators were treated to an unexpected display of nature being nature. A raccoon had entered the chimpanzee enclosure, setting the stage for a wildlife spectacle unlike anything you'd encounter in the wild. This dramatic event took place in captivity under the watchful eyes of an intrigued audience. In the video footage, a fearless raccoon attempted to steal some morsels from the chimp's domain, which would prove to be quite ill-advised. Venturing into the chimp enclosure was audacious enough, but attempting to pilfer their food was foolhardy. The raccoon sneaked into the chimp's territory, confronting not just one chimp but a formidable family of apes, each roughly 10 times its size. This triggered a relentless pursuit, with the chimp clan chasing the intruder around the enclosure. Eventually, one particularly angry chimp caught the hapless raccoon, flinging it across the pen before it collided with a wall. Unlike anything seen in the picturesque evergreen forest of a raccoon-themed cartoon, this bizarre and unexpected scenario was all too real, and likely quite painful for the raccoon. However, rest assured, the furry critter managed to make a narrow escape, scurrying through a pipe to safety, leaving behind its brief encounter with chimp-induced mayhem. Number 14. Eagles versus cat. A man must satisfy his hunger, which he holds for his family. Unfortunately, our beloved furry companions often fall prey to the avian residents who establish their homes in urban settings. Urban legends abound regarding the nests of birds of prey, which are said to be strewn with various carcasses from cats and smaller dogs. There is no doubt that these birds are formidable hunters and veritable aerial assassins. Among them, eagles stand out with their exceptional hunting prowess. Their vision surpasses that of humans by a wide margin, with a capacity to discern at 20 feet what we can only see at 5 feet. Furthermore, their ability to perceive ultraviolet light allows them to track any traces left by potential prey. Yes, this means that your yard, marked with your dog's markings, becomes a conspicuous target under the watchful gaze of these raptors. Ironically, the video in question features a house cat. Cats are notorious for causing more bird fatalities in North America than any other factor, claiming millions of avian lives yearly. So, when our pets proudly display their kills on our doorsteps, it's difficult to harbor resentment when the tables turn, isn't it? While we acknowledge the distinction between pets and wild creatures, we must also remain pragmatic about the realities of the natural world. In this particular video, eagles are observed in a nest with one parent and 2 chicks, a common subject of research and often live-streamed for eagle nest enthusiasts. The mature eagle in the nest glances back as another eagle arrives, carrying a meal. In slow motion, it becomes evident that the offering is a deceased house cat, with only the head discernible. According to the video's author, this eagle is named Harriet, and she brought the roadkill cat head and foot to the nest. She most likely found it by the roadside after an unfortunate encounter with a vehicle, offering it as prey for her offspring. Eagles are opportunistic hunters, and in nature, nothing goes to waste. The sight of the cat in the nest may be unsettling for some viewers, who may wish to avert their gaze until it is dealt with. This is a stark reminder to keep a close eye on your feline companions when birds of prey are nearby. Number 13. Deer versus bear. A group of golfers at Ocean Ridge Plantation in North Carolina stumbled upon a remarkable and somewhat comical wildlife encounter during their round. Their adventure began when they spotted a young black bear approaching a pond where a deer had sought refuge after being chased. As the bear and deer engaged in this unexpected drama, the golfers couldn't help but provide some amusing commentary. The bear's initial attempt to intimidate the deer and force it out of the pond proved futile as the deer darted back into the water. However, the bear was undeterred and persistently circled the pond, compelling the deer to take another dip. What followed was a series of comical moments as the bear appeared somewhat inept in the water, despite being a generally capable swimmer. It became evident that the bear was likely young, venturing away from its mother's side to explore the world. Witnessing this predator struggling in a small body of water added humor to the spectacle. The bear's hesitant entries into the pond culminated in a brave attempt to swim toward the deer. In response, the deer, likely pushed to its limit, delivered a swift kick to the bear's nose with its hooves before making a swift getaway. Ultimately, the deer emerged victorious in this unusual wilderness showdown, leaving the bear with a half-hearted pursuit. The golfers captured this captivating and amusing encounter on video, providing entertainment and a memorable tale of nature's unpredictability during their golf outings. Number 12. Buffalo versus elephant. A dramatic confrontation unfolded in Kenya's Masai Mara Game Reserve, captured in stunning photographs by an amateur photographer on holiday. In this remarkable encounter, a belligerent buffalo met its unfortunate end when it challenged a colossal mother elephant. The buffalo, known to weigh over 500 kilograms, had been peacefully dozing under a tree when an unsuspecting elephant strolled by. For reasons unknown, the smaller of the two creatures decided to provoke a fight, charging at the elephant and attempting to headbutt her. Responding swiftly, the larger elephant defended herself by driving her powerful tusks into the buffalo, sending it soaring several feet into the air. Tragically, the buffalo succumbed to the grievous injuries inflicted during this airborne battle, a harrowing spectacle documented in the captivating series of images. This incident is a stark reminder of the incredible power and unpredictability of wildlife encounters in their natural habitats. It also underscores the importance of respecting the boundaries and behaviors of these majestic creatures, while appreciating their beauty and magnificence from a safe and responsible distance. The Masai Mara Game Reserve remains a sanctuary where such awe-inspiring moments of the wild world can be witnessed, albeit with a respectful awareness of the untamed forces at play. Now it's time for today's topic. In June 2025, deep within a remote tributary of the Amazon River, researchers filming local wildlife were stunned to capture one of the most extraordinary predator encounters ever recorded. The footage showed a massive green anaconda, estimated at over 30 feet long and weighing nearly 500 pounds, coiled tightly around an adult tiger struggling for its life. The biggest mystery, however, was not the snake, it was the tiger. Tigers are native to Asia, not South America, and no one has been able to explain how such an apex predator ended up in the Amazon rainforest. Some speculate it may have escaped from an illegal exotic animal trade operation, while others believe it could have been released or transported secretly by smugglers. The encounter itself was brutal. The tiger's immense strength and claws allowed it to resist the crushing coils of the anaconda, but the snake's grip and size made the struggle almost evenly matched. Witnesses reported the water thrashing violently for nearly half an hour before the animals disappeared beneath the murky surface. To this day, no one knows how the fight ended, as neither the snake nor the tiger were ever found again. What's clear is this: no matter how powerful, in the Amazon, every animal can meet its match. Number 11. Golden eagle versus goat. In a mesmerizing and awe-inspiring spectacle captured on film, a golden eagle exhibited astonishing predatory prowess as it launched a daring attack on an unsuspecting mountain goat in the majestic Italian Alps. Despite the vast difference in size, with the mature chamois goat weighing 5 times more than the golden eagle, the footage showcases the audacious assault as the formidable raptor swoops down from above to confront its quarry. This gripping encounter, featured in the documentary Frozen Peaks, unveils the chilling reality of a mating pair of eagles preying on baby chamois goats perched precariously on the Italian cliffs. The eagles ruthlessly snatched their juvenile victims, dispatching them to their tragic demise before consuming their remains. However, as the summer season drew to a close, an unexpected twist unfolded before the astonished eyes of the film crew. In a departure from their typical prey, which includes baby chamois goats and various medium-sized mammals like rabbits, hares, and grouse, the golden eagle's calculated assault on an adult chamois goat defied conventional expectations. The harrowing video footage vividly captures the eagle sinking its formidable talons into the neck of the mature goat, dragging it perilously along the rocky precipice. With astonishing strength and mastery of flight, the eagle hoists its quarry into the air, orchestrating a heart-stopping mid-air drop that seals the fate of the unfortunate goat, sending it plummeting to a tragic end. This exceptional display of nature's raw power challenges preconceptions about these majestic birds of prey and is a stark reminder of the unforgiving circle of life in the untamed wilderness of the Italian Alps. Number 10. Egret versus eagle. A bird resembling an egret, not necessarily confirmed by this non-expert observer, found itself in difficulty when it attempted to provoke an eagle at the Featherdale Wildlife Park in Sydney, Australia. On the surface, this avian encounter appeared rather audacious, given that the eagle was confined within an enclosure within a zoo. The audacious bird seemed intent on taunting the eagle and purloining its sustenance. However, the tables turned swiftly as the eagle exhibited remarkable cunning. It deftly relocated its food to a distant spot within the enclosure, necessitating the intrusive bird to extend its neck further inside the cage. In a lightning-quick maneuver, the eagle seized the intruder's head with its powerful talon, maintaining its grip for a fleeting moment before releasing it. Predictably, the egret swiftly retreated from the scene, its bravado having yielded unfavorable consequences. This avian encounter is a cautionary tale, prompting the egret to exercise prudence before venturing to steal an eagle's sustenance again. The incident underscores the unpredictability and resilience of wildlife, offering an intriguing glimpse into the intricacies of the animal kingdom. In the future, this egret may exhibit greater discretion when contemplating interactions with formidable adversaries such as eagles. Number 9. Bear versus tiger. In a dramatic and riveting encounter on the untamed terrain of a national park in India, two formidable giants of the wilderness engaged in a breathtaking 15-minute battle. This epic showdown unfolded when the borders of their respective territories clashed, pitting a majestic tiger against a protective sloth bear. The heart-pounding standoff, captured on camera, occurred within the pristine confines of Tadoba National Park in Maharashtra, India. The sloth bear, accompanied by her vulnerable young cub, sought respite in the tranquil waters when the unexpected intruder, a formidable tiger named Makasar, made his presence known. As maternal instincts surged within her, the sloth bear valiantly attempted to hold her ground, determined to shield her precious offspring from impending danger. The ensuing clash was nothing short of a wildlife spectacle. Their ferocious skirmish, expertly documented by Akshay Kumar, the chief naturalist at Bamboo Forest Safari Lodge, saw Makasar, the 7-year-old dominant male, unequivocally mark the water as his sovereign territory, prompting the relentless tiger to assail the bear for over 5 intense minutes. The courageous sloth bear fiercely counterattacked to safeguard her cub, resulting in a grueling and protracted 15-minute brawl. Throughout this tumultuous encounter, roars reverberated through the wilderness, and both the tiger and the sloth bear sustained injuries in their valiant struggle. As the adrenaline-fueled conflict raged on, the young cub wisely sought refuge, fleeing from the epicenter of this awe-inspiring battle. The man who was privileged to record this awe-inspiring showdown led a safari expedition with enthralled tourists when they chanced upon this remarkable display of nature's raw power and untamed beauty. Number 8. Lion versus hippopotamus. It's commonly believed that lions reign supreme in the wild, unchallenged by any other creature as the apex predator. However, this widely accepted notion was overturned when a surprising video showed a hippopotamus boldly confronting and driving away a lion in a remarkable display of aggression. The hippo successfully intimidated a peacefully sipping water lion. This extraordinary encounter astonished and captivated social media users with the unexpected showdown between these two formidable animals. At the onset of the video, we witnessed the lion quenching its thirst, positioned at the edge of a water source. Out of nowhere, the irate hippo charges toward the formidable feline from the midst of the water. Clearly taken aback by this sudden and fierce assault, the lion hastily retreats. Towards the end of the footage, a couple of other lions are also seen fleeing from the furious hippo. The video unmistakably illustrates that the hippo's primary motive is to protect its young ones from the potential threat posed by the lion. This astonishing footage was shared on Instagram with a caption that encapsulated the moment. Angry hippo charges lion drinking her home. The mention of South Africa's Kapama private game reserve in the caption suggests that this remarkable incident unfolded within its confines. Number 7. Cobra versus lions. The African wilderness, a place full of incredible animals, saw something interesting happen when a cobra met two lions. The lions decided to keep their distance from the dangerous snake, and the cobra didn't bother the powerful lions. So who would win if they fought? If we imagine a fight, the lions will win because they're much bigger and stronger. For a few tense moments, both sides seemed to be calculating their chances, with the lions circling slowly and the cobra raising its hood higher as if ready to strike. Tourists watching from nearby vehicles held their breath, expecting a dramatic showdown, but what happened next caught everyone off guard. Out of nowhere, a small, fast-moving lizard darted into the clearing, breaking the tense standoff with its unexpected appearance. The cobra, which had been standing its ground confidently against two apex predators, immediately slithered away as though the lizard had presented a threat it wasn't willing to test. The lions looked puzzled, their attention shifting from the retreating snake to the fearless little reptile that now stood alone. For a brief instant, the lizard even puffed itself up, as though challenging the lions directly, which left the onlookers astonished. Nature guides later explained that while the cobra might have been intimidated, it's also possible the sudden movement of the lizard distracted it enough to disengage. The lions, too, seemed to lose interest, deciding this tiny opponent wasn't worth the energy of an attack. In a way, the lizard became the unexpected hero of the encounter, managing to disperse two of Africa's most feared predators without lifting a claw. This rare twist of events quickly became a story the tourists knew they would never forget. However, there's a surprising twist in this story. A small lizard suddenly appears, and the snake quickly goes away. Curious at first, the lions decide to leave the lizard alone too. This whole situation only lasts about a minute, but seeing the brave lizard facing 3 different animals is pretty amazing. A nature guide at the Sabi Sands private game reserve took this video. People in a nearby vehicle wisely chose not to get involved and let the animals do their thing. Wild animals can be unpredictable, and approaching them can be dangerous for both people and animals. The guide helps others identify the cobra and the lizard. The video ends when the lions back off and let the lizard go about its day. We'll never know if the lions felt threatened by the lizard or if they just didn't think it was worth the trouble. Because lions are known as tough hunters, they probably decided the lizard wouldn't make a tasty meal. This short but exciting encounter in the African wilderness reminds us of the wonders of nature, where bravery and survival go hand in hand. Number 6. Giraffe versus lions. In South Africa's closer private nature reserve, a courageous giraffe displayed remarkable resilience. It endured a relentless 4-hour onslaught by a formidable pride of lions, with one of the predators tenaciously clinging to its back. This gripping scene unfolded as the giraffe had just begun eating when the lions launched their assault. 6 hungry felines skillfully encircled their injured quarry. The chaos that followed was nothing short of dramatic, dust rising as the giraffe twisted and turned, trying to shake off its attackers while tourists watched in stunned silence from nearby safari vehicles. The lions worked with almost military precision, communicating with growls and quick movements as they sought to bring down the massive animal. At one point, the giraffe stumbled and nearly collapsed, gasps erupting from the onlookers who thought the end was near. But in a surge of willpower, the towering herbivore regained its footing and swung its long neck with enough force to knock a lion off balance. The brutal exchange continued in cycles, pounces, roars, and powerful kicks echoing through the reserve, each moment a test of endurance between predator and prey. Even the youngest lions in the pride attempted to join in, though their inexperience left them scrambling out of the way of the giraffe's deadly hooves. Rangers later remarked how rare it was to see such a prolonged standoff, as most hunts end much faster, either with the predator's victory or the prey's escape. The sun slowly sank toward the horizon, adding a surreal glow to the battle, as if nature itself was spotlighting the spectacle of survival. 2 agile lions leaped onto the towering creature's back, while another pair targeted its vulnerable legs. Astonishingly, one lion latched onto the giraffe's body with teeth and claws, gripping for over 2 minutes before disengaging to make its final move. Despite suffering from a severe leg injury and bleeding profusely, the giraffe fiercely defended itself, delivering powerful kicks to the persistent lions for an astonishing 4-hour duration, until the big cats conceded defeat and retreated. This breathtaking encounter was expertly documented by safari guide Emily Whiting, who confessed that in her extensive experience, she had never witnessed a spectacle of such extraordinary determination and survival instincts in the animal kingdom. The giraffe's unwavering battle against overwhelming odds is a testament to the remarkable resilience and adaptability of nature's most majestic creatures. Number 5. Buffalo versus rhinoceros. In a remarkable encounter within the confines of South Africa's Kariega Game Reserve, an intrepid buffalo exhibited astonishing bravery when it boldly confronted a massive bull rhino, putting itself on the line to safeguard its herd. This incredible spectacle unfolded before Wayne Howarth, aged 31, as he led a tour group through the reserve on September 23. The footage captured during this electrifying standoff portrays a 700-kilogram Cape buffalo charging fearlessly at a colossal white rhinoceros, tipping its front hooves off the ground in a daring challenge. Both animals relentlessly clashed while the surrounding buffalo herd approached, witnessing the intense spectacle. After several minutes of fierce battle, the rhino, seemingly recognizing the buffalo's unwavering determination, eventually retreated from the scene. The origins of this face-off were rooted in a dispute over a female rhino, as it is believed that one of the buffalo bulls ventured too close to the female and her calf, igniting the confrontation. Despite the stark mismatch in size, with the rhino weighing approximately 2.5 tons and the buffalo at 700 kilograms, the tenacity displayed by the buffalo was awe-inspiring. Wayne Howarth, a seasoned guide with 11 years of experience at Kariega, was astounded by this rare encounter between 2 of Africa's Big Five, emphasizing the power on display. Despite the size advantage, the reason for the rhino's retreat remains unclear. It is possible that the sheer number of buffalo in the vicinity might have been an intimidating factor. Some speculated that other members of the buffalo herd might have been prepared to intervene and assist their comrade in the battle. Wayne Howarth shared this gripping footage on social media, amassing over 15,000 views and sparking various reactions from viewers who admired the buffalo's courage. This incident follows another recent confrontation between a rhino and buffalo at the same reserve, where a buffalo valiantly challenged the much larger animal, but ultimately sought refuge with its herd after a fierce battle. Number 4. Honey badger versus lions. Despite its diminutive size, the honey badger has earned a well-deserved reputation as the world's most fearless creature. This carnivorous marvel boasts formidable defensive skills and an inherently aggressive disposition that has left an indelible mark on the animal kingdom. The Guinness Book of Records has given honey badgers the title of most fearless animal in the world, acknowledging their unparalleled ability to fend off much larger adversaries like lions and hyenas. An extraordinary video that recently went viral online exemplifies this astonishing bravery. This viral video, resurfacing on social media through the shared post of Indian Forest Service officer Anaconda, captures the remarkable moment when a pair of honey badgers fearlessly confront a pride of lions. Despite being overwhelmingly outnumbered by these considerably larger predators, the honey badgers emerged victorious, compelling the mighty felines to retreat in defeat. The footage, attributed to a tourist named Abdulaziz Adam, was captured from within a vehicle in Zambia's Luangwa National Game Park. Mr. Adams' Facebook post featuring the video swiftly went viral, garnering thousands of views. He emphasized the honey badger's renowned attributes, describing it as a symbol of strength, ferocity, and unyielding tenacity. When escape becomes impossible, these remarkable creatures are known to launch savage and fearless assaults, even against colossal foes like lions and hyenas. In essence, the honey badger's exceptional bravery and indomitable spirit continue to captivate and inspire awe in the hearts of observers worldwide. Number 3. Elephant versus Rhinoceros. A viral video circulating on social media captures an intense showdown between two formidable titans of the animal kingdom, an elephant and a rhinoceros. Although the exact location of this dramatic encounter remains unknown, the footage showcases these magnificent creatures' raw power and primal instincts. This gripping video, seemingly filmed during the cover of night, has gained widespread attention after being shared by several Indian forest officers, IFS, on Twitter, drawing in many fascinated viewers. Many have likened this epic confrontation to the legendary David versus Goliath battle, highlighting the awe-inspiring spectacle it presents. In the video, the elephant and rhino stand face to face, locked in a tense stare-down. With its towering presence and menacing tusks, the elephant initially appears as a formidable adversary for the determined rhinoceros, boasting a muscular physique and a formidable horn. As the footage unfolds, the rhino boldly charges toward the elephant, stopping just short of a potentially catastrophic collision. The elephant remains vigilant, avoiding any unwanted contact. Undeterred, the rhino charges again, enveloping the area in dust. As the dust clears, it becomes apparent that the elephant possesses the upper hand. With a powerful strike, the elephant topples the two-horned rhino to the ground and assails it with its tusks, forcing it into a hasty retreat. The video concludes with the rhino fleeing from the relentless elephant, leaving an indelible image of this remarkable encounter in viewers' minds. This riveting confrontation has ignited a flurry of reactions on Twitter, with users offering humorous commentary and speculation about the video's location, some suggesting it might have been filmed in Namibia. Number 2. Bald eagles versus coyote. Yellowstone National Park stands as one of the United States' most snow-covered regions, accumulating an average annual snowfall of approximately 150 inches, with higher elevations receiving even more, ranging from 200 to 400 inches, according to data from Yellowstone National Park lodges. This prodigious snowfall ushers in challenging times for the park's wildlife during winter, where sustenance becomes a scarce commodity and survival becomes a daily battle. The video showcases a group of bald eagles scavenging what little remains of a carcass within the snowy expanse of Yellowstone. Ordinarily, bald eagles primarily rely on a fish diet, but the frozen ponds of winter compel them to adapt and make do with whatever sustenance they can uncover. Initially, it appears that the bald eagles have claimed the carcass for themselves, with no visible threats in sight. However, the tranquility is abruptly shattered when a crafty coyote emerges from the snowy backdrop, lurking in the distance. As the coyote determines the absence of wolf competitors, it seizes the opportunity. It launches a bold assault on the remaining bald eagles, vying for sole ownership of the coveted carcass. The dramatic encounter unfolds as the coyote engages with the lone eagle. Despite the eagle's valiant attempts to defend its prize with its sharp talons, the coyote ultimately prevails, leaving the eagle to watch helplessly from a distance. In Yellowstone, as winter blankets the landscape in pristine snow, it transforms into a breathtaking wonderland. However, for the park's wildlife, this picturesque winter wonderland is a relentless arena where survival hinges on securing every morsel of sustenance. This video vividly illustrates the intricate dance of life and death that unfolds amidst the pristine snowfields, as bald eagles and a cunning coyote vie for survival and sustenance. Number 1. Grizzly bear versus wolves. Some animals, such as caiman and turkeys, appear to have an aversion to drones. Nevertheless, when utilized appropriately, drones provide the opportunity to witness remarkable natural occurrences, as exemplified by a wildlife photographer in Kitimat Valley, British Columbia, Canada, in October 2021. The photographer's footage revealed a captivating sequence involving a grizzly bear and a pack of wolves pursuing a bull moose carcass. The narrative unfolds in 3 distinct phases. Initially, the grizzly bear fiercely defends its feast against the approaching wolves, exhibiting an intense struggle for dominance. The wolves, often mistaken for coyotes by some, eventually retreat, allowing the grizzly to continue its meal undisturbed. This temporary ceasefire ends when the grizzly moves away from the carcass, prompting the wolves to rejoin the fray. The second phase showcases the wolves cautiously taking turns to feast while maintaining vigilant watch over their surroundings. Unexpectedly, the grizzly reappears, causing one of the wolves to flee and rally its companions. This marks a return to the intense standoff between the pack and the grizzly over the decaying moose. The final segment mirrors the previous confrontations, with the wolves persistently attempting to challenge the grizzly's dominance over the kill. This footage offers a close-up view of the raw brutality of nature, not for the faint-hearted. While wolves are impressive creatures in their own right, they pale in comparison to the formidable might of the grizzly bear in the wilderness. Which of these moments did you find the most shocking? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We hope you enjoyed watching, and we'll see you in the next video.